Hey y'all, hey. So yes, it's Wednesday night, right? And we're supposed to be meeting up at 7:30, but man, due to technical difficulties, it has taken me way long. But my guys got to show up and we here to talk about the subject topic tonight. Serrano versus Meinke. What the happened, right? But before we get into that, okay, I'm gonna introduce myself. I am Natalie Sugar Brown, and this is the Natalie Sugar Brown Show. This is my platform where we come to talk about women's boxing, out here in the Sugarverse. I am Natalie Sugar Brown. I'm a a woman pugilist, woman boxer. I grew up doing it. I became a woman, been there, done that. And like I said, this is my platform where I come to you and we have conversations where we read between the lines and I decode the truth about what's really going on out here in women's boxing and what these media outlets and what how the things go in women's boxing, right? um my platform is the truth and nothing but the truth. For real, okay? And I allow you guys out here, my true blues, my misfits that chime in, and uh my new friends that come on the thread. Y'all ask me questions, y'all, let me know what you want to know, and let me know what you think about this women's boxing and the subject topic of the industry and business of women's boxing. I always say women behaving badly. Okay, so tonight's show. I'm not sure how long we're gonna go tonight. Okay, because the sugar show has been disjointed. Yes, I've had so much to do that I've been missing a couple Wednesdays, and my guys have done their best to keep up with Suge, and I'm doing my best to keep you up on the topics that are interesting out here in women's boxing. Tonight, I couldn't help it. I can't help it. The topic is the Serrano Meinke fight. I'm hoping that I say, Sugar will butcher a name, but out of no disrespect, it's just I'm Ruby Scott's granddaughter, and so that she handed that part down to me. Okay, um, Serrano versus Meinke. Yeah. Now I'm not going to go too much into the fighters. I'm not. The fight was supposed to happen in Puerto Rico. Okay, on MVP Promotions, Jake Paul. He's actually the main event, and Amanda Serrano versus Mikey was supposed to be the main event. They were supposed to go 3-minute rounds. It was supposed to be 12 rounds, and you know, whoop de whoop whoop, all that. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't pan out that way. And I mean, my whole thing was, what the fuck? Because it was a highly promoted historical bout that's supposed to happen in the champs uh home country, and I mean it just got flopped. So let's talk about it, okay? um our scarf one, look at you chiming in. Hey baby. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Tell me what you think about this thing that happened. um uh this and it's supposed to be like a super fight, right? A super fight, meaning that it's supposed to make ground in women's boxing, and it just the shit just didn't even pan out over some, like, let's talk about it, right? um Hair gel. Like, I don't know, I don't like, we gotta talk about this, right? Lovely assistant, let's start off with the with how we going to. All right, so I'm down here in the mini corner down here in the lower right. But let's we want to read this thing. So MVP Most Valuable Promotions comes out with this press release, official release. Amanda Serrano has unfortunately been declared medically unfit by the Puerto Rican Boxing Commission to fight tonight due to an eye injury she sustained yesterday. She is devastated that she won't be able to perform in front of her hometown fans. But despite wanting to go out and put on a show, the commission said there is no way she can fight with her eye in its current condition. This decision equally affects Nina Meinke, and MVP will be paying her fight purse in full. MVP and Amanda would like to apologize to everyone in attendance, and the company will provide full refunds to all those seeking it. Details to follow on the ticket refund process. Amanda is proud of the way her fellow MVP teammates have competed tonight. She appreciates the love and support of her fans and hopes to return to the ring soon. All right, let's go into the next slide. Let's get this talk talking. All right, so here go the weigh-in, y'all. Okay, so Amanda showed up to the weigh-in with the darkers on, okay, with the shades. And I mean, to me, that was out there kind. I mean, looking at that, I really wasn't on real time when this thing was happening, but when I found out about it, I had to I spun back on the on you know, on the images and the medias, because you know the pictures say 1,000 words, right? That's what they say. So let you know, I did some investigating, right? Because you know, you gotta look at go into the forensics of this, because it was just a lot to a lot of a lot to swallow. Let's figure out what we swallowing though, or what they trying to shove down our throats. R. Scarf One says, I think Mikey had the best chance to beat Serrano. She's at the peak of her prime. She's the number one contender. Hmm. Interesting. And maybe. But I mean, this really showed you that it just wasn't it really wasn't her show. It was the Amanda Serrano show. Okay. And how it worked out is, and tell me what the rules of fighting is, but you know, if your opponent weighs in, right? Y'all make it to weigh in, and both of y'all are deemed healthy at weigh in. And the night of the fight, somehow the other fighter can't fight. From what I understand, by default, once the other fighter steps into the ring healthy, they win, right? It is their victory. They made it, right? That's what I understand from boxing. But it looks like there's some loopholes and potholes and you know some okey doke that you know yet again women's boxing has found a way to fandangle the fans and pull the wool over our eyes, right? I just looking at this, you know, both fighters seem confident, okay, and you know, but I'm getting it off of you know, this is the ESPN article where in the article it said it was announced on the card in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Serrano suffered an eye injury Friday and was deemed medically unfit to compete by the Puerto Rican Boxing Commission. So MVP said one thing. This is ESPN Sports says another. Okay. Um, but what's been consistent is everybody gonna get their refund. Everybody gonna get their money back which I mean, that would be very important to me if I was a fan who spent my time and money to show up, right? Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's get these slides right, right? They also said Meinke would be paid her full purse. She better. She showed up. She showed up ready, right? You can't take that away from a fighter now. You can't cancel the dance on me. I got my church shoes on and everything, my dancing shoes, and you gonna cancel the dance. Don't do that. Now Arscar One comes in and says, I watched Meinke versus Mafad. I felt it should have been a draw. The judges were a little biased. It was in Mafad's home country of Denmark. Okay, that's great. You come here to talk about the fighter, and that's good. Our scarf one, but let's talk about, you know, what happened. Okay. Um, you not gonna put powdered sugar on a turd and tell me it's a donut, right? You not gonna do that shit. You not gonna do it. I'm not buying it. I'm not eating it. I see, I know, and I see what it is. Okay, so Amanda gets in the ring and she apologizes to the fans. Okay. Um that some hair gel or some dye got in her eyes, and um the commission said that the cornea of her eyes, due to this, her trying to get her hair slicked back in a braid ponytail using this hair gel, that her eyes were damaged and she wasn't able to fight, causing her promoters to lose over $1 million um, of promotions and of efforts over hair gel. I just, I'm not, our scarf one. I know you want to say, I know you want to talk to fighters and about the fighters and fighting, but it was clearly not about that night, right? Our scarf one says Serrano clearly wanted to fight, but this never happened before to her anyway. Did she clearly want to fight? Because this my thing, right? This would have been Amanda Serrano's 50th fight. 50th fight, right? So this ain't her first rodeo. Let me explain something to you about us women boxers. We're not irresponsible, meaning you don't do no shit that you not used to doing days before the dance, days before the fights. You're not using no hair gel that you don't always use, right? You not finna fix you not finna fix your hair no different way than you normally fix it. Like, we're very even superstitious when it comes to these things. Okay, now there has been wardrobe malfunctions. I mean, there there's some stories out here, but when you got $1.5 million, over $1 million on the line, when you got a hefty purse, when people done flew over from, where's Mikey from again? I know she's European. um when you got people flying, when you got people in the whole Puerto Rico waiting for you, right, to make this historical thing, and you mess around and get hair gel in your eye and you can't fight. We got to talk about this, right? Because you making women's boxing look really, really, really bad, right? This is money. It's not about no damn hair gel now. This is about money. And what the hell kind of hair gel? This is a lawsuit, if you ask me, right? I'm using this hair gel. You know, She already rocking the Air Force Ones and all that shit. This hair gel need to be exposed, right? Like, you making all of these. Come on, y'all. Don't play with the slideshow. Put me big back on. Right? Mikey is from Germany. How ironic, right? Because Germany used to dish out some really raw deals back in the day to great fighters who flew over there ready, and they used to pull bullshit like this. So, isn't it? I always say that boxing is a karmatic sport. It's just so funny that this is now happening. Um, Fighters from Germany, Hammer, all of them, they getting flued over, um, and they getting the bullshit back, right? So, they're saying that on Friday, Serrano's eye became irritated, um, due to the hair product that she used on Thursday night. But she showed up to the weigh-in. She had the shades on and everything. But it just something just seems very suspicious about that. Um, she really wanted to fight and came to the arena with the intent to fight. If you really wanted to fight, then something, I mean, hair gel that burns the cornea or that damages the cornea of your eye, or could potentially do that, would not be something that is a part of your preparation regime if you really wanted to fight. And I don't care what nobody say, right? One point, over $1 million, like, you're the main event and you let hair gel stop your money. You got to refund all those people back their money over hair gel. And how did you get the hair gel in your eye? Did you oh, it's in my eye. Like, how did you do that? What kind of hair gel is this? Tell me. What kind of hair? Because this is a lawsuit. Girl, Meinke got better be glad that the fight didn't go down. Suppose, because we physical in the fight. Meinke got her shit laid, her braids laid. You know what I'm saying? So she came ready. She had her corn roads done. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't get the fight, and she didn't get to put on her show. She didn't get to do the upset that she thought she would, because somebody got hair gel in their eye, and then somebody else is saying hair dye. You going to dye your hair? What kind of? So you really needed to dye your roots 4 days before the fight? I just don't understand why people. How are we buying this? This is a professional platform. This is professional, right? And then it's is it accepted like that? Oh, poor Amanda and this gel. Like, it's not, it's just not making any sense, you guys. Lovely assistant, please put it on the next. All right, so this is Amanda. Oh man. The image is not as big. So, I tried to zoom in, and we tried to use this image because she wore these daggone hamburger looking glasses, to I don't know, with the hoodie on. Like, it just it's screaming something else. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving, gel in my eyes. It's giving something else, you guys. You know what I'm saying? You dare. Oh, shoot. Our Scarf once said the Elton John glasses. I mean, it wasn't just me, right? Because I seen it. Like, come on. If you going to play it, then play it. If you want to play it, then play it, right? I just, I'm gonna use yours, R Scarf One. Came on with the damn Elton John glasses, so I zoomed in on the eyes, and I'm like, this gel, man. I just got to know what the hell. What? Tell us what the gel is so we can sue. Amanda, I'm behind you. So, they can't be doing that to women, putting hair products on the market that did damage corneas and shit. Like, you can't do that. What is this gel and dye? Make it make sense. Lovely assistant, please switch the image. Right? So I mean, this is her. Look at, I mean, she's distraught. Whoever Shorty is here, hugging on her and stuff. I thought you would think Jordan would be there. I ain't see Jordan. That's Christy, that's Cindy, her sister, in the background with the other hoodie on behind her in the background. I don't see Jordan nowhere. Like, where's Jordan? You know what I'm saying? In this, you can't be only there for the good times. Where you at? Right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? She there breaking down. I mean, where you at, Jordan? She said you her heart and soul and everything, but your ass ain't nowhere when she in there crying with the shades on and the hoodie on. Right? She don't want none of us to see her eyes because they damaged. I'm just wondering what happened. I'm just wondering what happened. What this gel did. You know what I'm saying? It's just real suspect, you guys. We can't be looking at something and really not see what it is, right? This gel must be stopped, right? This gel, there's some violence here behind this gel that is out here on the market that is so damaging and toxic to something as delicate as a woman's eyes, that she won't be she's losing, and her investors are losing hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of dollars behind the use of it. Our Scarf One says, why does she need to dye her hair? Is she going gray? I mean, would we see it? I mean, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Like, would we see if she had a couple gray hairs, or if she has some gray hairs? Or would it even matter if she whooping Meinke ass, or vice versa? Like, I'm not looking at it to be like, ooh, oh shit, is that a gray? You know what I'm saying? Was it that serious? I don't know. I don't know. And you see how how she's showing up, what was she looking like, and how she's showing up. It's just, it doesn't, I don't know. Look at Cindy's face. Like, if my sister was, if some hair gel did that to my sister, I'd be wanting to whoop. I would be wanting to whoop some ass. Right? Ain't no hair gel finna damage my sister eyes like that and make her have to stand up in front of all these fans and apologize by herself because she ain't getting the fight because the damage that the hair gel did to her eyes. I'm just saying, a lot of shit like this happens in women's boxing, right? And you have to be strong, and just like Amanda, to stand up in front of thousands of people and said, the hair gel did this to me. I'm just, call me on the cell phone. Amanda, girl, do you got my, girl, you can use the cell phone now. I mean, I don't think it would hurt for you to make a call. Let us know what kind of hair gel you got going on. Sydney behind you, like, tell us, right? Now, lovely assistant, is that the expressions of everyone really speaks to me on the night of, right? You got to look around forensically and see a thing for a thing. Um because this is Mikey looking like Hair gel. Really. I mean, look at her face. Hair gel. All that running, all that preparation, and look at Mikey. Hair gel. What the? I think I can probably, I know what that look mean. Hair gel. Hair dye. You know what I'm saying? That was her time. That, I mean, that was her night to shine, and hair gel. That's all I'm saying, right? So our scarf one comes in and says the WBO said they are not stripping Serrano of the title, but the fight should be rescheduled. I mean, what do the WBO got to say about this hair gel, though? Can hair gel be the reason why a fight is stopped? Because Mikey did start get in the ring healthy. The weigh-in happened like when two fighters come to the weigh-in, right? That's when the medicals, the weigh-ins, all blood work, everything goes through, right? After the weigh-in, it's fight time, right? If you don't make it to the ring, you default the fight. You forfeit your opportunity to fight. So I don't know what is I mean, the WBO, we already, I've done this. It's one of my most it's one of my most um I guess mentioned episodes where I call it belts and bodies. Y'all look at, talking fight, look down on my shows where I explain to you what this belts, WBO, these belts and titles and stuff mean, right? Which they mean nothing, right? It's if you can pay the bill to fight for the belt. That's really all it is. It's not about the best, right? It's not about fairness. It's not about, may the best woman win. It's may the best bidder, right? Buy. And so, yeah, WBO is going to say, yeah, she can reschedule as long as she paid a bill. Cause we ain't giving her back the money we not giving her and Jake Paul and MVP back their money that they paid for this sanction this fight. They just going to have to reschedule, right? Our scarf one says the WBO is going to support Serrano because they're based in Puerto Rico, which is where Serrano is from. Oh, what a coincidence! What a great coincidence! This is women's boxing at its best when it comes to the okey doke, right? So this is some like real hardcore okey doke shit. Cecilia Breakus and them type shit. You know what I'm saying? McCaskill type shit. Like, you know, loop de loo type, old school hammer, Christina Hammer type shit, okey doke type shit, where real fighters that have the best, that put their heart and soul in showing up, get cheated out of their opportunities because somebody, right? Somebody wants to play the game unfairly, right? Now, I don't know. I mean, if you decide that this hair gel thing is your story, right? Because I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm not buying it. Right. I know what it looks like. Been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us in women's boxing have, right? And this is where women's boxing has gone to, right? Where they're the poster women of the sport are women who are going through stuff like this, right? There was a time where it was the weirdos, the ones who wasn't taking this shit, right? That we had our own belts. We weren't dependent on anybody for our stuff because we didn't want to be subjected to hair gel type of consequences, right? And now look at where we are. This is women's boxing, right? And someone's got to speak up. And like I said, this platform is the truth, right? And the truth shall set us free. And the truth is hair gel. There, there should be something done about this hair gel. Now, or hair dye. Now, our scarf one says, so I guess you believe that the doctor was in on it. No, in on what, our scarf one? Right? In on what? In on what? The doctor was in on what? Because they call it the silent crime. Y'all out there know what I'm talking about. Let's call a thing, right? Her eye. It may not even just be her eye, right? You got a woman, right, that cannot fight. She's a fighter. She's a fighter. She can't fight. She's fought up to 50 times. This would have been her 50th professional fight. She's gone hundreds of rounds in the ring. And damage to the cornea, right? I mean, I've even looked this up. Damage to the cornea wouldn't be from something like hair gel. Damage to the cornea is from abrasions, blows to the eyes, right? I mean, let's call a thing a thing. I can't not talk about it, right? If you don't see it, you don't want to see it. That's all I got to say, right? And then she there tweeting, oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. You guys, you supposed to be one of the baddest bitches on this earth. And hair gel done got in your eyes and damaged your cornea to where you can't fight. It just don't make no sense. Tip Bayless. Hey, Tip. What you doing out there? Thanks for chiming into my show. So, we talking about this canceled Serrano versus Meinke fight over the hair gel dye thing, right? What you think about it? I'm just, I'm spitting how I feel, what I see, right? I just can't believe it. Um, Tip Bayless says she had a pre-existing injury. I mean, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like, right? But this is professional boxing. This is women's boxing. This is a woman who is in tears and I mean, does she look at Mikey and look at her, right? Mikey did the rounds and did everything like that. What did she do? You talking about hair gel and hair dye did all of this? I mean, lovely assistant, change the image, please. JJ came in and said, maybe she slipped and accidentally smacked herself in the eye with the hair gel can. They need to get to the bottom of it. That's all I'm saying, JJ. We here. That's all I'm saying, right? This damn hair gel. What the hell is the verdict on this? Tell me, we got to sue. We got to do a class action lawsuit on this damn hair gel. Look at her with the Elton John glasses on, like our scarf one said. We have us a good time on the Sugar Show. I had to. Now, I'm not joning, But I mean, I said Hamburglar. Our Scarf One came in with the Elton Johns, right? And it makes sense. That makes sense to me, right? The Elton John joints. But this hair gel thing, why you can't fight? You've been training for 3 minutes, 12 rounds at 3 minutes, and you saying hair gel and hair dye stopped you because it damaged your eye, it damaged your cornea. Look it up, y'all. I just never heard of any hair gel, anything on the market like that. Tip Bayless sitting there laughing and shit. Listen, I don't think it's funny. I mean, it's funny, but it ain't funny. It's funny how it ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? Not cool. Not cool. Our Scarf One. Listen, y'all better stop. Listen, don't do this. I'm not laughing. I'm not, y'all not gonna sit here and make me laugh at this because y'all know this shit ain't funny. Cause our Scarf One, I don't know why you put the emoji on there with the sunglasses. Stop it. Um, and so look at Mikey's face looking at her. I done made that face before. I'm Ruby Scott. I have this thing where she's gone now. She's somewhere. She's a legend. She's somewhere. She done left her mark on me. My grandmother, Ruby Scott. She could tell when you lying. She could tell when it's some bullshit. And she passed the gift down to me because this is a whole ass lie. This is a fat phase on ass lie. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Our Scarf One said Mikey looking like what the fuck? Look at Mikey's face. So bitch, you gonna stick to this story or what? Yeah. Right? I'd be pissed off because you telling me the hair gel did more damage than I was trying to do to you? Ain't this a ain't this about a bit? You know what I'm saying? And she's sitting there, arms all crossed. And I mean, it's giving. Listen, I ain't the one. I'm not going to show my age, but I grew up watching some of these '80s shows, and like if you grew up, you growed up, and you seen, you know, different strokes and um facts of life and all of that stuff when they showed it, the women with the shades and she's crying, it's okay, you know, and I love, you know what happened to them, but I'm telling you this from personal experience because I've been there. Yeah, on a serious note, I've been there, right? This is not it. This is not it. This is not it. Girl, you stood up in front of thousands of people and played yourself, right? Played yourself, right? Who is in there? Who's in there with you, Amanda Serrano? Who's in there with you, right? Who's got your back telling this story, right? Our Scarf One says, if Mikey don't get this fight, then she should fight the winner of Mafon versus Nicholson for the WBC title. She should fight whoever. I mean, she should get her money up and pay whatever sanctioning body she needs to pay to get these title fights. That's what happened. That's what needs to happen because I'm letting you guys know that this is all a show. This is a show, and this is women's boxing, and this to me is a more serious issue that we're looking at right now. Um, Lovely assistant, please switch the image. So I just can't get over the look of Mikey in the background. And I mean, our scarf one, I gotta use this. I'm gonna stay on her neck with this one. Amanda Serrano with the damn Elton John joints on. And I know these glasses cost $1, okay? Right? I ain't even gonna lie. I got my shoot. I've spent money on a pair of glasses, but I know for sure these glasses, these Elton John joints is covering up a whole ass story, right? On some on, on some top billing, right? But you can cover it up with the expensive glasses, but I don't know. I still see it, baby girl. I see what it's I see it. R Scarf One says that's even more of a what the fuck face from Mikey. Somebody, I mean, it ain't making sense. It ain't making sense. That's why. Look at Mikey's face. It's not of, oh my gosh, wow, oh, hair gel. Right? Because even me, if the hair gel she put in her hair to fight me did that to her eye, I would be more of damn, I'm glad she ain't fight me with that damn hair gel in her eye. I'd have been messed up too. This would be more of the look for me, right? Mikey looking like, if this ain't some supersized bullshit, because it is. Lovely assistant, please change the image because we're gonna go right through. Look at Jake Paul face. Look at Amanda Serrano. Y'all got to believe me. It's true. It's the gel. The gel did it. The dye and the hair, they can't even get the story right because dye and hair gel are two different things. Which one did it? Girl, who fucked your eye up? Right? You know, and damaged your cornea. Look it up, y'all. Ain't no gel or hair dye going to do that. Now, there has been allergic reactions to hair dyes. I've had it where the eye, swells up and all of that stuff, but this ain't this ain't lining up. That ain't lining up with this story. Um our scarf one says Mikey was ready and maybe Serrano was not. Maybe Serrano was ready, but she done got somebody fucked up. And they showed her ass that this I don't care nothing about what you got to do. I'm in charge. Right? I just want to know what Jordan got to say about this damn hair gel because he don't even let her use a damn cell phone. So you would have thought that, him letting her dye her hair or use this hair gel 4 days before the fight would have been out of the question. I just wanted to. He wasn't in the ring, so like, yeah, I didn't see, and I looked at all the images. He just wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Cindy was there. I just didn't see him in there while Amanda was in there crying about this, why she couldn't fight and apologizing to everybody. I mean, I've seen this before in other ways. Look at Jake Paul's face. Does that look like a man who is buying into this hair gel thing? I mean, he won his fight. He showed up ready that night. It just bothers me that it's right there, smack dab in front of everybody's face, and we refuse to see it. This ain't champion shit, right? women's champion, and this is what it's this 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 is what can still happen to a woman champion, boxing champion. Um, Arscoff1 says it would have been embarrassing for Serrano to lose in Puerto Rico for her 50th fight, but Meinke could have won, and I think Serrano's team knew that. Absolutely not. Sorry. Sorry, Arscoff1. It just wouldn't eat it. They would have had to she would have had to she would have had to literally kill Amanda Serrano in that ring in Puerto Rico to win that fight. Serrano would have had to just been, like, gone. She wouldn't have won. Let's call a thing a thing. It doesn't happen that way. Not in women's boxing, not in this way. And we have to look at it like this, because this is how women die in the ring. This is how women get severely damaged in the ring, when we ignore shit like this, right? There's so many things that happen before we get to the ring, and a lot of us don't have the heart and the courage to speak up about what happens, because we want to be celebrity superstars. We want the money to just not stop. We don't understand that life is more valuable than money, right? It's the ones like us, right? The ones who try our best to make it to the top, but value ourselves enough to know that we can't sacrifice who we are. We can't sacrifice our health. We can't sacrifice our humanity, right? To put on a show for the audience, right? Boxing is real. We get in the ring, we get up in the morning, we devote ourselves. It is our religion, right? But we're not going to sit here. You're not going to stand in front of everybody and say that you the champion and say something happened to you that clearly we we not buying. I'm not. We all of us can't buy it. I'm not going to help you sell it. Um. So then what happened? Oh, our scarf won. Right? If you don't see what's happened, then it is truly the silent crime. Right? Just know that ain't no dye and no hair gel on the market. Right? That's going to damage a woman's face and enough eyes enough for her, a healthy woman champion, to not be fit enough to fight. It just doesn't happen like that. Not no hair gel and no hair dye. It doesn't make any sense that way. And if that's the case, they need to say, wouldn't you? Right? If something costs you your opportunity, cost you to cancel your fight in front of a whole country, wouldn't you say, y'all do not use this brand of hair product? Don't use it. It damaged my eyes. Don't use this. Right? That is a lawsuit. Why can't we know what this product is? Right? Because this product is potentially dangerous to all women who use it. um JJ said the effects of the weight cut may have affected her or something. That's a more plausible possibility than hair gel. I mean, tell us that story. Don't tell me nothing about no hair gel, right? But it ain't no effects of the weight cut. I'm sorry. This ain't her first rodeo, y'all. This is her 50th fight. She knows how to do this thing. Okay? Um the effects of the weight cut. When I fought one of my one of my most heartbreaking fights was me versus Jessica McCaskill, and I was sucked down past a healthy weight, right? When she was training for months, right? For me, right? I was given the note. I was giving a 2 week notice for the fight, and I took it because I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter, right? And I wasn't going to not fight. But that's what happened to me, right? I put my big girl panties on and I accept the outcome of that. I would love to run it back with the whole. I would love to run it back at our proper weights, right? But she ain't that type of broad, right? She cleared. She got past me, and good. Look who she fought after she fought Sugar, Katie Taylor, right? That would really let y'all know that, oh, she beat Sugar, so now she feel like she can step up to the ranks of a Katie Taylor. Okay. um our Scout Point says, what was the motivation for this? You said she was going to win no matter what do you mean, what was the motivation for this? Right? Boxing is a karmatic sport, right? So it goes to show you, right, that Meinke actually probably she got a blessing. Okay, the fix was in. The fix was in, but karma played it out a different way, right? And this fighter may have okey doked mad fighters this way in Puerto Rico, right? And so this huge big event now is tainted by something else that we just can't quite place a finger on, except for maybe it's hair gel, maybe it's a hair dye. I don't know what could have happened to damage a fighter's cornea. A fighter's cornea. Look it up. Matter of fact, where Google at, right? Look up what causes damaged, what causes damage to cornea, a cornea, or yeah, the cornea, because I'm looking it up, right? Right? So injuries to the outer surface of the cornea of the eye include scratches or scrapes on the surface of the cornea. Chemical injuries caused by almost any fluid that gets into the eye. Contact lens problems, overuse, poor fit, or like something would have to happen to directly damage the eye. Days before the fight, and you're saying that it's hair gel? You're saying it's dye? Mm-mm. Um, Tip Bayless says, I thought Jessica lost the last fight clearly. Um, my whole thing about the Jessica, you talking about Jessica McCaskill's last fight with Sandy Ryan? I thought she clearly lost that fight too. But what I do, Jessica, you got to give it to her. She's still the champ. She's still paid. She still owns the belts. She's paying her money, right? So you, a Sandy Ryan, ain't gonna fly across the pond and beat Jessica McCaskill on a decision. Jessica McCaskill the beat the queen of the game, of this type of game, Cecilia Brækhus, right? Doing this, you got to fold that broad, right? So Sandy Ryan was doing a great job. She could have stopped Jessica McCaskill with those body shots. I watched the fight, but because she didn't have enough seats, she wasn't ready. Okay. um she wasn't ready for that caliber of performance, she wasn't able to finish McCaskill. And so McCaskill was able to get by and still steal the fight on points, right? It just, McCaskill's got, she's got the backing, she's got the money to hold on to these belts. That's all that is. Um, JJ says motivation, a new multi-million dollar natural hair gel sponsorship. Look for the announcement soon. Shit. That ain't no hair gel that I'm gonna use. I'll tell you that much. Um, Tip Baylor says Sandy. Yeah, Sandy Ryan. Which I'm shocked that I have, you know, one of our participants that joins regularly, just that's his girl. Sandy Ryan is their girl, right? Always touts about her and, you know, gets real defensive about her. But, you know, I really think that uh she did, she technically won, just like Michaela Meyer. Technically, I would say, you know, based on certain things, you could have said that she beat Natasha Jonas in their last fight. But there are certain things that you have to do in that ring. You have to operate. There's certain things you have to do to finish a fighter, right? You have to know how to put it together, right? Shanice Estrada knows how to do it. Um, Clarissa Shields knows how to win a fight. Who else knows how to win a fight out here? Fundora knows how to win a fight. Um, who else? I mean, there's some real good fighters out here now that y'all need to be watching, right? Not this. This what we're talking about tonight. This Serrano versus Meinke thing. It's a karmatic thing, I think. It's something that we all need to be looking at, with something that we all need to pay attention to, because that's, I mean, it ain't about the jail, it ain't about the diet, it ain't about the fight, it's about a whole bigger issue. um and we all see it, but we don't want to see it. uh Lovely assistant, is that the last image? Tip Baylor says you just got to beat the champ. um Not only you just got to beat the champ, you got to whoop the champ, right? You gotta whoop the champ. You gotta look like you whooping ass in there, right? It's not, I'm outworking her. You got to put your hand, bop, 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 ba da bop, bop. You gotta put your hands, you gotta make us believe, right? That you whoop this broad's ass in there. It's not, I outwork her, I landed the heavier shots. This is women's boxing. This isn't men's boxing. You can't judge it the same. When you beating a broad up, you got to make it very clear to everybody that I am having my way with this broad. Not, oh, I mean, some of, you know, you get clipped sometimes, right? Natasha Jonas, right? Got stopped by Obanoff, right? But it doesn't mean that she was less of a fighter. She got clipped, right? And now she's one of the best fighters in the world, right? So that makes no judgment. It's her performance. She had a bad day that day against Obanoff, and Obanoff had a great day, right? But she spun back off of that. Um, Tip Baylor says, "Oh my gosh, Michaela put on a clinic." She put on a clinic, but we not here for a clinic. We here to see, we here to see women behave badly. Now, if she had behaved a little, a little on the naughty bad side in there, pushed Jonas around, threw her, you know, made it look like, bitch, I'm having my way in here with you, she would have won that fight easy. Tip Baylor says, I like Gabby. She's exciting. Gabby. I'm sorry. Okay, good. Um, yeah. You talking about Fundora? Yeah, I like her fight too. I kind of, I like her statistics. Like, she's all tall and skinny and shit, and you know what I'm saying? She got this reach and all, and she knows how to use it, and she's very calculating. I like that fighter. I really do. I had a show where I would have loved I would love to see her fight just about any broad right on up to lightweight, because she has the height to carry that weight and pack on those pounds. So I'm looking forward to what Fundora does. She can break a lot of ground in women's boxing, and she's capable of doing that. And she has the skill set to do that too. R Scarf One says, if you don't believe her eye was damaged, then what was the motivation for this? I believe her eye was damaged, R Scarf One, but I don't think it was the hair gel that damaged her eye. And I don't believe it was a hair dye that damaged her eye. I think it was something else. And I think all players, right? All players were present except for the main player that may know something more about the damage to the eye. That's all I have to say, right? I'm not pointing no fingers or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. I just have seen the behind the scenes uh, issues and instances within women's boxing, right? Ask Christy Martin, ask a lot of us women out here, right? About what happens, um, and what we go through while being champions or while trying to be champion in our relationships, right? And how we make excuses to hide it until we come to terms with certain things on our own. Um, Tip Bayless says, what are your thoughts on Caroline Dubois? I think she's overhyped. I think Caroline Dubois is flat-footed and overhyped. She can't fight going backwards. Anybody will beat her if you make her start trying to step backwards and fight, you got her. That's what I think. Um, Talented, but one-dimensional that way. Uh, I'm not. I'm a veteran in the game. I've seen it, been there, done that, been it. You see what I'm saying? I would have loved to fight a fighter like Caroline Dubois. But timing is the tragedy for Sugar, right? I would love to have been around during this time. She's got good hands, she looks good, but you got to have an IQ in the game at this point, right? You can't just be looking good on the hand pads, and you can't just be looking good against, 40, 60 opponents. You got to be, I mean, she's quite accomplished, but you got to be able to fight in that mug, right? You got to be able to fight. And, you know, I think a lot, especially with these UK fighters, they taking the seasoning out of the the women's fight game, right? There was a time where we fought, all we did was fight in there, right? It wasn't about how pretty the punches were and the technicalities of it. It was about your performance. Can you fight? I will whoop your ass doing this and doing clean shots too. It's, can you fight? Right? A fighter like this can beat a clean fighter. You got to know how to fight. You got to know what you're doing in there, right? Jessica McCaskill is a windmill fighter. She's one of the I mean, her styles are is one of the most complex out there because she's unconventional. The one who did her the best, the one who did it to her the best is Chantel Cameron. Chantel did her. Don't me, baby. Yes, she did. She did it to her, and I enjoyed watching that fight. Unfortunately, Chantel Cameron is chasing um Katie Taylor, and Katie Taylor has no intentions of ever fighting her again. Right? Chantel Cameron needs to back, right? Come out of it. You ain't gonna make that you ain't gonna make that Katie Taylor money no more, because she's not gonna give you an opportunity to fight her again, Chantel. Sorry, I have to break the news to you. Right? You talking about you putting out, you done left your trainer, you know what I'm saying, and you put out um uh statements talking about you took a big stiff pay cut because you really want to fight Katie Taylor. The object of the game is to get paid, right? I want to, if you want to fight Katie Taylor, don't take a damn pay cut to fight her, right? If they not going to pay you the money that you think you deserve, because you the one that beat her, right? You popped that cherry. You took that thing from her, right? You deserve to get paid. And if you sitting there chasing after her and getting taking pay cuts to run it back with her again, girl, that shit ain't worth it. On to the next one. Make your own legacy, right? Fight Michaela Meyer. I would love to see Chantel Cameron versus Michaela Meyer. That's a good fight, right? Let's do it. Right? Let's get these overhyped celebrity fighters out of the way. That's yesteryear. It's played, it's old, it's dusty. We got real fighters out here that we can, real matches that can be made, real fights that can be watched and enjoyed, and real bars that can be set. Let's focus on that. Um Arscoff one says, maybe injured in sparring. Maybe, right? Maybe the eyes. All I'm saying, y'all, is don't put powdered sugar on a donut and tell me, I mean, don't put powdered sugar on a turd and tell me it's a motherfucking donut. Don't do that. Don't play me like that. Right? It would have been better off if they said that, she was playing around and she got accidentally hit in the eye and now she's injured or whatever. But don't sit there and talk about hair gel got in her eye and not tell me what kind of hair gel got in her eye and damaged it like that, or hair dye. Don't tell me, right? Don't do that. No, do that. Tip Bayless says, if the fight happens, how do you see Baumgardner versus Shields? Don't did you did you stink up the thread with that garbage? First of all, we're not gonna entertain Shields versus Baumgardner. We're not gonna do that because one is an attention seeker. I'll let you choose, right? A big time attention seeker. Right? Silent now because the mofo's on probation because she can't take no Flintstone vitamins, right? Right? She's silent now. Why come ain't no fight happening? Right? Because you can't take the Flintstone vitamins so you can get the effect you was getting before, right? Because they checking up on you now, right? Now's the time to fight Baumgardner. Everybody, please. Baumgartner, now's the time to show who you are without the Flintstone vitamins, right? Without the, um, spinach, the Popeye, whatever it is, it's time to show your true worth. Talented fighter, but at the same time, you get caught cheating, right? There's been many of fighters out here that we've been fighting for decades, and no one accidentally came up unwittingly knowing that we was on steroids. And you do that? Mia St. John even came out and said, you know what, I took them. Everybody was taking them. They blackballed her ass for saying that. Ain't nobody associating with her, but at least she came out and said it. um let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just saying. Arscarf one says Baumgartner wants it at 147 pounds. Shields said she will only go to 154, so it will never happen. First of all, bitch, how you going to tell me, the champion, the multi division champion, how you want it? That you want to fight me at 147? How about I want you to fight me with with clean piss? How about I want you to get your shit straight first, right? How about you fight Michaela Meyer at 147 if you so damn bad, right? Don't disrespect Clarissa Shields and call her out and tell her where you want to fight her. Who do you think you are? Girl, bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia Baumgardner. Bye. And then Clarissa Shields talking about she'll go down to 154. For who? Clarissa, come on now. You got to know you're supposed to be the guad. You go down for who? Who you going down for? The only person you need to be going down for is Tony, right? Your fiance. You go down for him, right? You don't go down for no Bix who can't even get some clean piss right. Don't do that. Right? We got to respect the game. We all bad broads out here. Let's respect the game. We not entertaining no talks from no cheater. Yeah, I said it. Our scarf once said I saw Bumgarner training videos on Insta. Her arms look smaller. Oh shit. You measuring her arms? Man. You got time to watch Bumgardner training videos? You got time. I ain't got time for that shit. Tip Baylor says the Popeye spinach. Oh, and laughing at that. I showed y'all what I must have showed my age. Yeah, man. Shit, don't her arms look like that shit? Listen, what had me weak was when they found out about the P thing and the meme. Did y'all see the meme with her arms and with the syringe in it? Yo, the internet is a savage place. It really is, right? You got to it you it's tough to survive out here in the internet. I'm telling you, you got to be right. You got to play your cards right, man. Quit playing with these people out here because they will come for your ass. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up tonight. Um, Tip Baylor says, "Ooh, I would love to see that rematch." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of great stuff out here, y'all. It's a lot of great stuff. It's a lot of possibilities out here, but what we're not going to do is we're not gonna get the wool pulled over our eyes out here, right? You got millions of dollars behind you and you talking about I can't fight because hair gel got in my eyes. I can't see, right? The greatest, Muhammad Ali, fought Sonny Liston, and they put that liniment, they put that thing, and he ended up beating Sonny Liston. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and because the Puerto Rican commission stopped, didn't allow her to fight. It wasn't that. It was the karma, baby girl. Boxing is a karmatic sport. Okay. And so, certain things happen. I'm not, it's certain good things karmatically happen, certain bad things happen karmatically, right? But what we want to do is we want to keep it authentic, and we want to keep it where women are empowered doing this. And it's about us doing our best, getting the best out of ourselves, right? And testing each other in the ring, doing that, behaving badly, right? It's not about cheating. It's not about making up stories. It's not about one-sided situations, setups, things like that. It's not about that. It was never about that. And we want to get women's boxing back to where it used to be, where it was a bunch of us weird ass women behaving badly and testing each other and bringing different styles and fashions of fighting to the table. Okay, and proving who we are, and establishing ourselves, right, as forces to be reckoned with. Okay, not about the hair gel. What the happened, right? I ain't finna lose out on no millions of dollars. I ain't finna have to pay people their money back because I messed around and on my 50th fight accidentally got, or I don't know, got hair gel or hair dye in my eyes. Girl, you still washing, you still doing your hair in the kitchen, in the sink? You still using the box dye? You a millionaire. You can't go to a professional that can put proper products in your hair so you don't have these reactions before your fights? You telling me, Amanda, you couldn't do that? You still, it's just not making any sense. Right? And that's what this show was about. It's not about the fight, it's not about the matchup, right? Our Scarf One says Mikey did not deserve this. She fights anyone in their home country. She didn't deserve it, but many of us have done it. It ain't like she's the first one or the only one it's ever happened to or gonna ever happen to, right? You saw her face in the ring. She wasn't buying it because she worked hard to get there. She did what she was supposed to do, honestly, with a good heart and great intentions to be a champion, right? Just to have the wool pulled over her eyes and just to have her efforts brushed over by a fugazi story about hair gel and hair dye. But I digress. You guys, thank you so much for showing up to the conversation tonight. I want to thank our Scarf One. Thank you, baby, for always showing up and always having wonderful input in the conversations with Sugar about women's boxing. Thank you for your insight. Thank you for your knowledge. Thank you, Tip Bayless, for joining. I think this is the first time I've seen you around here, and I'd love for you to keep showing up again. I like what you're saying. I like the talk that you talk. Thank you, JJ, for your input and insight about the subject topic tonight. Y'all let me know what you think. Okay? And thank you everybody out there who may not have commented tonight. Like, subscribe, and share. And I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like what Sugar said tonight. And I might see it in the comics. Who knows? I'm in the comments. Who knows? But this is a platform where we speak our minds and the we speak the truth, right? And I ain't got nothing else. I can't offer you nothing else but the most valuable thing anyone can give you is the truth and honesty from the heart. And this is women's boxing. I ain't got to make no friends. I got enough friends. Enough of y'all love Shug. Okay? All right. So this is not a fangirl, fanboy platform. This is a platform where you can honestly come and have a conversation. JJ says, good one, Sugar. Enjoyed it. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it, JJ. And you guys, let me know what y'all think about this hair gel. Let me know if y'all find out there possibly what kind of hair gel this was or what kind of dye this was that done burnt her, Amanda damn corneas out, got her looking like Elton John out here in the damn ring. apologizing to everybody, giving everybody their damn money back. Got Tito Trinidad showing up for no damn reason. Y'all, until next Wednesday, okay? Like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think in the comments, okay? Uh, um, let me know what you think or how you think this thing should have been handled, okay? Um, Our scarf one says glasses, purple, yellow, diamond, right? And that too, shit. And I'm coming in canceling the show. My shit's gonna be blinking. I'm gonna have the blinkers on my damn glasses. Like, look, y'all, guess what, y'all? Guess what? Ain't no fight tonight. Why? Why? Just look at these damn glasses. Bayless put up the deuces, tip Bayless, okay? But you know, like and had the purple hoodie on with her sister in the ring. Come on now, my sister get in the ring about this thing. I'm be like, you know what? Listen, y'all better not use. I'd have had the hair gel in there, like y'all. This is it. This is what it did to. This what did it to my sister. They just looking at her. Everybody just looking at Amanda like. Even Jake Paul in there, like, tipped the hat, like, bitch, I done. I went in there and knocked this motherfucker out. You supposed to had closed the show. Now what? Bitch, you owe me some money. All right, you guys. Till next Wednesday. Bye-bye.